For over 20 years, the Texas Department of Agriculture's Go Texan program has helped promote products made right here in the Lone Star State. From boots to salsa, Go Texan members make the best stuff on earth. Now, friends, let's take a look at one of these fine Texas businesses and why they are Go Texan proud.
Go Texan every day.
Cadence Creamery is something that we spent a lot of time thinking about. We had this idea of, every day the goats go through a certain flow. We wake up, we feed them, we milk them. There's a certain cadence to it all.
We live our life with the goats. We wake up in the morning and basically spend most of our day with them.
I fell in love with goats many years ago. My grandmother had dairy goats, and she even had her own little dairy farm up in East Texas. So I always loved the Nubians. I loved their floppy ears. I thought they were adorable, and she would make us cheese. She didn't sell cheese, but she made us cheese, and it was always really delicious. I eventually wanted to work with goats, so we moved to Vermont, and I learned about goats and cheese, but Texas was home. Vermont was never quite felt like home, and we needed to come back, and this was my dream. So we got some goats and started the dairy.
We take care of the entire process. We care for the animals. We feed them every morning. We take them on walks and let them forage, and then we milk them every morning and use that milk to make cheese.
So we make fresh goat milk cheeses right now. I make a chev, both flavored and plain. It's really the closest you can get to the milk with it being cheese. So we make those two that are really delicious with crackers or bread or just by the spoon. We make a skyr, which is an Icelandic cheese. You would think of it maybe as a yogurt, or some people like to compare it to a sour cream. We put it on both sweet and savory. I love to just throw some berries on it in the morning and call it a delicious breakfast, but you can use it kind of however you like. And then I also make a feta right now. So that's really delicious on all types of things as well. And the goat milk in it, of course, gives it its own unique tanginess.
So I grew up eating cheese, block cheese on the tailgate of a truck, and that's how I want people to enjoy our cheeses, unpretentiously, just as they would any other cheese. It's delicious, it's farmstead, it's fresh. I just think it's wonderful. Yeah, so this cheese board was put together with our 4 cheeses we have available now, that you can pair it with savory, with meats, and with canned fish or whatever it may be, or you can eat it sweet with berries or chocolate or caramelized pecans, and it's delicious either way. Those are beets on the chev. I try to eat the cheese with pairings that are seasonal. Try to really embrace the season. The cheese is gonna change in flavor throughout the seasons as the things that the goats eat changes, whether it be the hay that changes, or when they start to get more forage in the spring. You'll notice it in the milk, you'll notice it in the cheese, and I think that should be reflected in the way that you eat it.
We hope to see ourselves grow over the next few years. We're currently leasing, but we do want to find our own farm. We do want to find our own place, and we do hope to grow our herd. I'd love to supply more cheese to Texas, get it to more Texans. A big thing that we want to do is make our cheese accessible. We really want anyone to be able to purchase it, and to do that, we've really got to grow our herd a little bit more, maybe 150, 200 goats versus 40. So still in the scheme of Texas farms and ranches, not that many animals, but yeah, get a bigger herd and make more cheese for more people.
Food is at the center of everything we do in our lives. We meet people at a restaurant for a meeting, we gather at a table with our family, and farmers are at the root of all that, and I think that's really important.
Texas agriculture is huge. I think it's such a big part of the state's identity, and coming back here to start my small, what most people would consider micro dairy, was very important to me, because I think we need lots of local small guys also in the mix. I'm a new young farmer in Texas, and so far it's been great. We've had so many people who have been very supportive of us and wanting us to succeed, and wonderful resources, which has been really, really great. There's the Texas Young Farmer Grant that we recently applied for, so that could be a huge help for a young farmer in Texas. I've always loved the Go Texan program. Anytime, far before we even thought about starting a farm, when I went to the store, I always loved seeing the logo, and I would pick up those items. And I like to support other Texan farmers, and that's a lot of people in the group are people making things here, and that's important to me. So it's nice to have that on our label so that other people can know like we do all of the things to make our cheese here in Texas.
I would definitely encourage people to join. You know, whenever we were planning our products, whenever we were putting together our packaging, the Go Texan staff were just extremely helpful. I called them, they were able to push our application through and try to get it in time so that we could put the logo on our labels and we could be ready for sale. They were extremely helpful. I've enjoyed watching others online and all the pride that people have in their Go Texan products. So it's been nice to be a part of it.
Hi, I'm Catherine Ivey with CADENCE CREAMERY.
I'm Chadley Hollis with CADENCE CREAMERY,
And we're Go Texan proud.